Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for coming back and watching our content. Remember, you can always subscribe and like, yada, yada, yada. All right. So, y'all see what the title is. Disney is making changes. Bob Chapek is out. Bob Iger is back in. We all know what's probably going to happen. They're going to make some moves at the executive level, and hopefully things get back to where it was pre-pandemic. Because, dude, I don't see anybody really running Disney the way Bob Iger ran Disney. He was better than Michael Eisner, even though Eisner was at the beginning, he was pretty good, innovative and things like that. Letting Imagineering do his thing, opening up new theme parks, yeah. But towards the end of the career, Eisner kind of got like, eh. And then Iger came in, buying up everybody named Mama, Pixar, Marvel, ESPN, yeah, alright, Lucasfilm. But with all those, major mergers, 20th Century Fox, they got to be a little bit too big, if you know what I mean. So when Chapek came in, I could see the corporate grab, and it was all about the money, all about the money. Get more money out of people, get more money out of people, which ultimately was kind of like the downfall. So let's go over a couple of things real quick. You got Lucasfilm, who's been kind of suffering on movie projects as of late. Rogue Squadron kind of got canned, the one that Patty Jenkins was doing. All right, a few of the video games were canned. You had these new shows come out on Disney Plus. I'm still watching Andor. I like the show. There were some parts that were slow, but you're gonna get that. New character, new areas we haven't been to before. Got it. All right. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I felt like they could have went a different direction with that. Most of the show focused in on Princess Leia, when it should have been focused on Obi-Wan Kenobi and the threats that he faced while on Tatooine, not going to get Princess Leia. I felt like they didn't need to do that. But again, that's just my opinion. I mean, you kind of take away the whole factor of her asking for Obi-Wan's help in A New Hope, Episode 4. So the whole line about her saying, "You served my father in the Clone Wars, yada, yada, yada. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope," kind of goes away because she already knew Obi-Wan. So why was she mentioning about you served my father in the Clone Wars? And it's like, hey, remember me? I was a little girl. I need your help. So yeah, rewriting history, right? A few of the other shows, Mandalorian has been great. Boba Fett was with Boba Fett. So, and then you got like Forces of Destiny and some of the cartoons and whatever else that he came out with. It was Tales of the Jedi was cool. I liked how they introduced us to Count Dooku before he became Count Dooku. Also, too, with the Ahsoka story, hopefully in either season 1 of Ahsoka, or if they bring Obi-Wan Kenobi back for a second season, hopefully Ahsoka and Obi-Wan get together, cross paths at some point, and they talk about and discuss Anakin Skywalker and his turn. They need to have that moment. That has to happen. Okay, like, it has to happen. They're in the same time. Like, dude, really? Like, really? So, but it's things like that, that Lucasfilm hasn't really been focused on. Okay, they've been focused on their own agenda, and we see how that's been working out. Okay, they built a whole entire hotel around the sequel trilogy, and nobody's going. Who wants to spend $6,000 on a family of 4 for only 2 nights? Not me. I'd rather spend that on a 5-night cruise, 6-night cruise, okay? With the cruise line. Okay, just to put things into perspective. So, yeah. The entire theme park, Batu is okay. They just started integrating the Mandalorian characters and Boba Fett, Fennec Shan, okay? But I'm like, dude, you had that kind of money and you spent it all on the sequel trilogy and it didn't pan out for you? What is the fan base really telling you? Where the hell is Darth Vader in the damn theme park? Why am I not seeing Jedi walk around? You know, I should be having little Ewoks scattering around, freaking, okay, or Jawas if you want to put it over on that planet. I'm like, come on, man. There's a lot they could have done. Droids running around, things like that. Anyways, yeah. So you know, it's really lacking. Star Wars isn't what it used to be. Marvel, they got their own agenda too. All right. Some of these shows aren't doing so hot. We know that. And the integration of characters, them getting back the X-Men franchise, they need to do that right. Because if they don't, Marvel's done. All right? Like, Marvel's going to be done. Because everybody's waiting on the X-Men. And if they don't do this right, that's it. Okay? I mean, how many more movies of Avengers can you have to where it gets burnt out? I'm like, dude, it's the same thing over and over again. Okay? Like, there's a hero, there's a villain, and then there's a big baddie who comes in after all the other heroes and villains have had their fight, and then all the heroes get together and they fight the big baddie. Got it. How many times can you do that? Like, okay now. So yeah, Marvel, I mean, hell, Black Panther 2 was, you know, I thought it was a good movie. Did they press their agenda, the narrative behind it? Some people say yes. Others are like, not really. I'm on the opinion of we already know those characters because they got naturally integrated into the story already. So it was fine that, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it already, but it was fine because from the comics she had taken the mantle of Black Panther. So all right. And all the other women in the story, you know, the Queen, Nakia, Dora Milaje, yeah, we were already introduced to those in the first movie. So it was naturally integrated, okay? The way they had a send-off for Mr. Chadwick Boseman, I felt was necessary. Did it play on the emotions of the fans? Of course it did. I mean, come on, dude. Like, he was a huge part of Phase 3, okay, with Civil War and the first Black Panther movie. Yeah, all right. But also as an actor, as an entertainer, Chadwick Boseman played some of the best roles in film history, okay? Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson, James Brown. Hey! Get me! Watch me! All right? He did good at Jackie. James Brown, I have to admit. All right, but I mean, he is a true actor, and he will be forever missed in the film space, and to, you know, his family and friends, you know, yeah, okay. Also, too, we just lost another powerhouse for a different franchise, Mr. Jason David Frank, who passed away recently. Marvel has got its own issues. All right. What else is going on with Disney? Well, then there's the cruise line. So the cruise line is actually a success right now because their prices. That's the thing. Like, people say Disney's expensive. Yeah, it is compared to all the cheaper cruise lines out there, and I get it. If you want to go cheap, then you got to deal with the maintenance on board and possibly not making it back home safely. Getting stuck out in the middle of the water. Having a fire down in the engine room and you sitting pierside in Antigua, or what was that? Not Antigua. I forgot where that Carnival ship was. It was Pierside, one of the islands, and I was like, dude, there's a fire. Okay, they had to bring, and it happened with Royal Caribbean House actually recently. One of their ships, I think it was in St. Thomas, broke down, and they had to bring out a whole nother ship just to get the passengers back home. I'm like, okay, but that's what you pay for. All right, so go ahead. When I saw the stainless steel on the Disney Cruise Line, I was like, that's what I'm paying for, the maintenance. Yep. All right, I'm good. I know where it's going. All right. And yeah, their pricing really hasn't changed at all, really. So at least within the last like 5, 7 years, it really hasn't. It's been level. Theme parks, on the other hand, bloop 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 bloop. Yeah, right. So would I rather spend, you know, $1,500 for me and my family to go to the theme park for one day with the hotel stay, or would I rather spend $2,000 on going on a 3-night Disney cruise? Yeah, all right. Of course, the latter. So you get your best bang for your buck. But cruise line's doing all right. They got 3 new ships coming: the Disney Treasure and another Triton class ship, and then they got this brand new one that they just bought. It was like a half-built ship, which they're gonna sink a lot of money on. So but I mean, hey, get something for the cruise line to have. They're gonna have 8 ships. They're gonna have different itineraries. So yeah, all right. As far as that, Disney is just kind of flying by the seat of their pants right now. As a major company like that, you would think they'd have their stuff together, but obviously things have changed. So it is what it is. All right, Chapek is gone. Iger's in. He's there for 2 years. Let's see what kind of changes they make. As for me and my family, we're gonna look forward to this next Disney Cruise Line. And you know what? It's nice not being a Disney influencer. It is. Even though we do the Disney stuff, and like, it's nice not being an influencer, because I'm gonna give you everything cut and dry. I'm not gonna paint a pretty picture and say, "Oh yeah, this is great. This is good food." No, damn that shit. Okay? Like, what the hell is that? Falsifying stuff. Nah, man, look. If it's nasty, if it's stupid to do, or if it takes too damn long, I'm gonna tell you. All right? So, thanks for watching my content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.